Hey, yo, what's going on, you guys? Kate Bishop is the brand new Season Pass card, and today we're going to be showcasing a deck made by my friend Gnome, which actually uses Werewolf by Night, Kate Bishop, and a bunch of other bounce cards that is surely going to help you guys hit Infinite this season. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. So Kate Bishop is the brand new card that we have in the Season Pass this season. She is a 2/3, and she adds 2 random arrows to your hand. Those 2 arrows are the Acid Arrow, which switch sides because it has negative power, kind of like a goblin. We also have the Grapple Arrow, which is very laggy right now. Definitely keep that in mind. After you play your next card, move it to this location. So it's kind of like a better targeted Ghost Spider in a way. Then we have the Basic Arrow, which is just like Hawkeye. If you play a card here this next turn, you get +3 power. And then you have the Pim Arrow, which is just like Ant-Man. If you play on this side of your board and have it full location, it gets +3 power as well and is an ongoing ability. This card is a lot of fun, and it is super, super flexible. And it's really cool. Like, most of these are either on reveal abilities, and then you just have that single ongoing ability, which still can help you a lot, especially in this list if you're just trying to have some dedicated power in your lanes. But I'm super excited that we have this card, and I feel like it's really flexible. It's something you really look forward to when you get a Season Pass card. It's something you can play into a bunch of different archetypes. But let's go ahead and jump right into the deck, and then I'll break each card down individually for you guys. So here is the deck on screen. So it is pretty much a typical kind of Werewolf by Night little Clog package. Emphasis why it's tiny Clog package in the name. And Gnome absolutely cooked this. If you guys know Gnome, his info will be down in the description below. His Twitch link and his Twitter link. You guys should be following him on both platforms, please. And so you're pretty much doing a lot of clogging with either the White Widow or Vipering over the hood kind of thing. And you're able to do it kind of repeatedly if you do it the right way with your, beasting a White Widow or beasting the hood, maybe just to get some extra demons instead of the hood for a final play Viper hood kind of situation. But you have all of this power kind of going out. Your Werewolf is your main engine, and then you have Sage to go vertically, and then you also have Sasquatch to add another like 10 power onto the lanes. So it's kind of using that kind of tech, and potentially Rocket can get big too, depending on how you play it out. But this list is very versatile, and I feel like it's really good in most matchups. Of course, Sandman is prevalent right now, so into Sandman matchup, you probably just retreat for the 2. Don't gamble more cubes. We're all about min-maxing cubes here. But yeah, this deck is a lot of fun, and the deck code will be down in the description below as well. And let's go ahead and jump right into the card breakdown. So we have the hood in this list. It's an on-reveal card for you to be able to get some werewolf value, something you can Viper over. Even if you get like the negative arrows from Kate Bishop, which so you can add negative power to your opponent's side of the board, your opponent can only get rid of this with either an Annihilus or they Killmonger and destroy this card. So adding it to your opponent's side of the board is really good, opposed to like the White Widow. The -3 can go away if they fill the lane. So this is really good. It's an on-reveal. Another great card for Nico to hit. Another great card for the werewolf. So we love the hood. You see it a lot in bounce packages. Rocket Raccoon is one of those cheeky kind of 1-cost cards, because if you can get this out early and it becomes a 1/5 because it gets +4 power, it's really good. Or playing it late, becoming a 1/5 is really solid. But getting a 1/9 kind of Rocket Raccoon is kind of, the bread and butter. Not necessarily, it's kind of more like nitpicky. It's not really easy to get that. You just have to really snipe your opponent. But if you could get that, your Rocket Raccoon having that vertical power allows you to have another engine to be able to go like vertically, like I'm saying, in this list. So it's a really solid piece. And then, of course, you have Nico. Nico has all of her spells that are all on reveal abilities as well, like the Rocket that goes well with the Werewolf by Night. Turning cards into demons, doubling Nico's power, adding power to cards, moving a card to the right, changing the location of a card, destroying a card so you can draw more cards. It's just absolutely incredible. Nico is the best 1-drop in the game. And then next we have Beast. Beasts are using this to bounce cards, back into your hand to be able to play them over and over and over again. So, it makes a lot of sense, especially in this list, when you're using it on 1-drops, they cost 0. So it's just so good. And even using it on maybe your Viper, or you're using it on a White Widow to be able to throw another Widow's Kiss down. Like, it feels good being able to use it on a Sage too, so you have that extra Sage power going into later in the game. It's just a tremendous card, and it really helps you in this list because we're bouncing things. We have Shadow King as our tech card. So a lot of cards right now are getting all their power from either absorbing energy or absorbing your power from your cards in your deck. So it's either a Red Hulk, it's a Cassandra Nova. We're seeing a lot more of those kind of decks, or even like getting hit with Hazmat and stuff because people are playing some toxic iterations, or you're playing some Werewolf by Night, mirror matches. So Shadow King's a good tech there. It's kind of a singular lane. Yes, you got to think about it hitting your card as well, but you're trying to do that first kind of before you're doing a bunch of, your other card buffs, so it kind of makes sense. And it's an on reveal that's also great for Werewolf. Then you have White Widow. So White Widow is an on reveal as a Widow Kiss to your opponent's side of the board, which is an ongoing -3 power, which your opponent then has to fill this lane in order not to have that -3 power on their side of the board. So something they have to keep in mind, something you can play out either to give away a lane or they give away a lane. So something just to look at prospectively. And then you have Falcon. Falcon's going to return all the 1-cost cards in your hand. So it's returning that Nico, it's returning that Rocket, it's returning that Hood, and it's returning that Kate Bishop arrows. So the Kate Bishop arrows, all 4 arrows are 1-cost cards. So you can return those all straight to your hand as well to play them out later. Playing those cards out also does enable your Sasquatch. So keeping that as mind, like we're saying right here. So like if the arrow goes to your opponent's side of the board, it's the acid arrow. Of course, you can't bounce that back into your hand, but you can bounce the Hawkeye arrow back into your hand. You can bounce the move arrow back into your hand. And the move arrow is also an on reveal. So keeping that in mind, that is something that can move your werewolf even without like having to pull him because it's just an on reveal ability, kind of like an Iron Fist would move your werewolf over to that side of the board. And then we have Sage, gets +2 power whenever there's different powered cards on either side of the board. So you can really use that with this list. Like we have some cards that have similar power, but not all cards actually have similar power. So you can kind of gauge with the Sage, and beasting the Sage is also really solid to be able to do, again, late game to get a huge vertical increase in Sage's power. And then, of course, Werewolf by Night moves whenever you get an on reveal ability, you know. It gets +2. This card can get freaking massive, especially in this list, since you're bouncing stuff left and right. You know, you're getting the right tempo and everything. This card is really solid, and it'll be in Spotlights rumored in November when I was looking at Dynamines from Snap.fan, which is my go-to Snap website. But Werewolf by Night just feels incredible in this list. It's one of your main engines. You have Viper in here to be able to send your Hood back over, or even some just gross stuff your opponents are sending over. People are still sending over Goblins. I'm seeing a lot of Hoods and stuff getting sent over. Even that little -2 arrow, -2 actually adds up, you know? So sending that back over to your opponent's side to clog them, because that's the main thing you're trying to do here, is just clog your opponent so they can't really do anything, and you can just run rampant with your Werewolf and everything. And then you're playing a lot of cards out. So your Sasquatch gets decreased in cost too. So you're able to really just throw out as much as possible. If you don't have a Sasquatch, you could potentially do Mockingbird. Mockingbird works well with the Hoods, with all the demons, and it also works with the arrows from Kate Bishop. So you could do that instead. Or if you just wanted to slam maybe an Annihilus in this list, in case you don't get the Viper, so you can send that Hood over as well, get a little extra power. It's another on reveal for your Werewolf. Or if you just want to have some other just ways to just destroy cards, those would be like the main swaps in this list. I think just some sort of on reveal ability would work well for your Werewolf. I think if you don't have Sage, you also want something to have kind of like some vertical power at a 3 cost. You guys could potentially try Marvel Boy in this list because we have a different array of one drops and stuff, but I don't think it's the right fit. So it gets a little bit more finite with like the pickiness of the bounce in this. So if you kind of don't have a majority of these cards, I would play a different bounce list because this is kind of more a streamlined iteration of this, of what we're going for, like what Noma's going for. So I would just keep that in mind. But let's go ahead and jump right into some gameplay. All right, we are into our first game over here, and we got a pretty nice starting hand. We got the Rocket on curve. We got Kate Bishop, Viper, and things. This is looking pretty good. Super excited to see what we can mess around with here. Let's go ahead and play Kate Bishop left. Or actually, no. Let's play Kate Bishop middle in case we do want to bounce her. I don't really want to bounce a monster. But this is going to be pretty fun. So we got some Colossus things. We got our arrows. We're going to go ahead and play the acid arrow on the left. And then I am going to do a Widow's Kiss middle. Kind of get some negative power afflicted for my... Oh, my. Well, okay. Well, that's a thing. Good snipe. Great snipe by them. Hey. That's fine. I'm going to go... here, I'm going to go Nico into Sage. Get an extra Sage. Seems pretty nice. I mean, this is 6 power, so maybe not that. Or, no, here's what I'm going to do. Instead, see, or actually be a little bit smart here. We're going to go Falcon. Let's go Rocket, Falcon, and then Basic Arrow. No hits there. Captain America. They got something crazy going on over here. All right. It's getting a little wild, I'd say. definitely a little wild. We're going to do this into this. And then... Actually, let's do this into this, that. And then... I'm going to rocket on the right. And I think that's actually way better for us. We don't have the werewolf in hand, but we have the targeted with the hood here. They fill. Okay, so I lied. I don't get the necessarily like crazy value I was looking for. Mr. Fantastic and Mojo. Okay, so they pretty much win that left lane or win the middle lane. We just got absolutely beat there. But if I do this into this and that, that's 2 demons. And then just for some extra power, why not? Ant-Man and Claw. Okay, I mean, they won the middle. I think I lose left now, right? Oh, no. We win tiebreaker. We win tiebreaker because we have 100 points. Okay. Fair enough. So we're facing an ongoing list, and we even had a couple misplays, but we did okay using the Kate Bishop arrows and using Nico's spell to turn into a demon. That works for me. What do we got? We do start with Kate Bishop in our hand, which is another great start. I love being able to actually play the card. Let's see. So it's like, I'm guessing a blue Marvel or something has gotta be also in this list, right? You would think. Acid Arrow's pretty nice. I think they try and snipe the Monster Island again. I'm gonna go Werewolf right. Let me see what we can do over here. They've been playing Cosmo or Mobius on curve. So I'm trying to keep that in mind. Okay, so it's Cosmo. So it's going to be Acid Arrow, this, Rocket middle into... Acid Arrow, Rocket. Let's go... Pim... And let's beast it back. Acid Arrow far left. Moves the werewolf over. Pim's not an ongoing. So I can do this. And still be really good. We move the werewolf now. Avengers! Captain America. Assemble. And now I go... Sasquatch. Nico. Arrow, Kate Bishop, and we're just dropping so much power, and it's enabling us to do some other things on this next turn. This is sick. This is a snap for us. Because of how much power we're dropping, this is definitely a snap. It just makes the most sense. We're getting Sasquatch and the Pim Arrow to get huge, and whatever we get from Kate Bishop's going to be awesome. If we get another Pim Arrow from Kate Bishop, that's incredible too. Sasquatch into Nico. We get an arrow on the right, which gets extra power as well, and then we Kate Bishop here. And we get another Pim Arrow. Oh, this is disgusting. Genuinely just incredible. And Colossus.
All systems go.
We just got copycatted, so we do need to keep that in mind. Which is either our Sage, Falcon, or Viper kind of thing. I'm going to go Rocket Raccoon into a Pim Arrow. And... let me do grapple here.
Opponent snapped.
And Widow's Kiss doesn't do anything. Mojo's going to get +6. with this, but this is another move over, so it's move 1. We are going to get an extra 4 power here. Getting 4, this gets 6, goes to 42. We had another 4, 34, plus 7. So it's not enough there. Or let's do this here. Honestly, let's just do this, that. I'm telling you guys, the arrow is so laggy. So laggy. But this is it. And we beat Spectrum. We body Spectrum. Yeah, I was about to say. Perfect play. We didn't need to move the werewolf really at all there. Because we had all the other tech from Kate Bishop, which, like, the Kate Bishop value is so good. Alrighty, heading into our next game over here. We got Death's Domain, which is a great spot for a White Widow. And if we do also get our Werewolf by Night, another great location to enable that type of value. So we're going to go White Widow here. White Widow straight down the left. Get some negative power for them. They're going to need to destroy some cards or fill that lane for that. Which it looks like they are playing some discard. Which is going to be pretty interesting to see what all we can mess around with. We're probably just going to be going for a Clog, like the main premise of this list, of course. We're going to go Rocket on the right. Corvus, sweet. So that was actually a really good snipe there for us. And they got a lot of swarms. A lot of swarms. Cool, no rocks for either of us. I'm gonna Falcon this, actually. If I Falcon into a Beast here, or if I... No, actually, we're going to do something different. We're going to go Nico into Beast. So we can get another Beast Gambit. Damn, we're just getting all the swarms. Okay, Rocket's down. Poor Rocket. But I think we can truly work with this pretty well now. Another Beast too. They don't really have anything kind of crazy, so I'm gonna go. We do this into that, and then I'm going to probably maybe Falcon or something here. Moon Knight hits either my Shadow King or my Squatch. The Shadow King and Swarm, bro. They just have swarms everywhere. All right. And then I have another Swarm. They literally, their entire tempo is swarms, okay? The entire tempo is swarms. That's actually really funny. Like, really, really funny. I mean, this is just this into this, which is 1, 2, 3, and then Werewolf in the middle, and we should just be good. Or I could go boom. I could do this. I could do this into that. Into... Well, Werewolf doesn't move middle, so then I could just play this right or play that middle. I don't need to worry about the left lane, though, because whenever you turn your card into a demon, the honor reveal doesn't count as it just happened. So I think we'll just do this. Collector Modok. All the swarms, bro. Yeah, that was just it. They had a pretty bad draw, but just managing our board space, the White Widow on Death's Domain is just so good. It's all right. I don't really like Dream Dimension with this list right now, but I think we can make this work. We just need to get some of our engines in here, and we will be a-okay. Couple little engines. Savage Lands. We could potentially clog them early with Viper things. There's one of our engines. Sweet. Angela. I could immediately just go for Clog. I think that might be the play. Immediately go for Clog. Because we don't have, whatchamacallit. Since we didn't have Werewolf by Night in hand. Gambit? Oh, gosh. It's Falcon and hit. Ooh. Wow, that's actually pretty big. And Enchantress. We lose our Falcon, but like, honestly, not the worst for us. Kind of was trying to keep Werewolf safe, so I was playing him in the Savage Lands. I know Red Guardian does reveal last kind of thing, but I don't really want to mess around with that. So we're going to do this. Skillmonger. Well, hot damn. All right. That is certainly something. We're going to get Gambit back up, because why not, right? Little Gambaronis. We either Gambit here. No, actually, we're gonna Squatch. We're gonna force them to have to play a lot of power middle. I like that, actually. Jeff and Kitty. I'm going to go... This is where it gets a little funky, okay? So I'm going to go... Shadow King. Sage. And then... Well, it's just like... Let me go Shadow King right. Sage middle, and then Nico left. I'm trying to do the right tempo. I think, yeah, we'll do that. Shadow King right. Sage middle. And then Nico left. Oh, this is going to be... I think we're dead, right? Juggernaut moves the Shadow King over to the left into Athena and a Kitty. So we win the tie break because of the Juggernaut. Oh, that's funky. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you guys did enjoy it, definitely feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're new, let me know down below. What are your guys' original thoughts on Kate Bishop? I know it's only been one day, but what do you guys think so far? But anywho, you guys, I will see you guys tomorrow in the next video.